Hello everybody, this is another video, and this video is about Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington was born 1856 and died in 1915. Let's get into this video. So, Booker T. Washington was born into slavery in Virginia in the mid to late 1850s. Booker T. Washington put himself through school and became a teacher after the Civil War. In 1881, he founded the Tuskegee Normal and Industrial Institute in Alabama, now known as the Tuskegee University, which grew immensely and focused on training blacks in agriculture pursuits. A political advisor and writer, Washington clashed with intellectual W.E.B. Du Bois over the best avenues for racial uplift. At an early age, Booker went to work carrying sacks of grain to the plantation's mill. Toting 100-pound sacks was hard work for a small boy. So mind, guys, he is a young boy, so this is at an early age. So he was probably about 8 or 10 or 11. And he had to carry sacks of grain back and forth almost every day to a plantation's mill. That is a lot of work. So basically, what he wanted to do, his first exposure was education outside the school, near the plantation, and he saw these children about his age sitting at desk reading books. And he wanted to do what those children were doing, what those white kids were doing. But he was a slave, and it was illegal to teach slaves how to read and write. But after the Civil War, Booker and his mother moved to Malden, West Virginia, where she married Freedman Washington Ferguson. The family was very poor, and 9-year-old Booker went to go work in the nearby salt furnaces with his stepfather instead of going to school. So you guys know it was hard for him. He had to wake up every morning at 4 a.m. just to work. And sometimes he'll get up every morning at 4 a.m. just to practice and study. Because that's what he wanted to do. And that's what he needed to do. Because he wanted to learn. He knew that he wanted to. He had to. He wanted to get a good education. So, to inform his brain in education, in 1872, Booker T. Washington left his home and walked 500 miles to Hampton Normal Agriculture Institute in Virginia. Along the way, he took odd jobs to support himself, to make money and to stay comfortable. He convinced administrators to let him attend the school and take a job as a janitor to help pay his institute. The school's founder and headmaster, General Samuel C. Armstrong, soon discovered the hardworking boy and offered him a school scholarship, sponsored by a white man. So, General Samuel C. Armstrong was a white man that suggested and decided to give Booker T. Washington a scholarship to the school. So, he went to lots of school to get his education. All of these black men went to school, got a good education, and now they are being remembered as good men that showed really importance in education for blacks today. So he went to Wayland Seminary in Washington, D.C., and Hampton Normal Agriculture Institute. So he was born in the place of his birth in Harrisburg, Virginia. So let's get into more information. So basically it went like that. So his students were architects. So he was a teacher. So you already know where this goes. Just like John Hope, he was the principal of the Atlanta Institute school, and he decided, let's go and be the principal. So now he is the principal of the Tuskegee University. But way before that, all the way before that, his father was a slave. But the Emancipation Proclamation made it possible for him to join the Florida legislature. And I will teach you guys about the Emancipation Proclamation, but let's get going. His political influences made him a target for white Southerns who wished to cripple the Reconstruction and fortunes. Families that moved, okay? So, listen. They had to move. They were in Jacksonville, Florida for a little while, but it led to a violent Ku Klux Klan threats. So his family moved to where they lived now, all the way in Ferguson. Or if you want to know, basically he moved to where the area where basically it really wasn't that bad of Ku Klux Klan, but it was bad. But not so bad. Alabama, Tuskegee, Alabama. So after Ferguson, he moved to Alabama, and that's where he went and became the president. So guys, that is the end of this video. Make sure you guys stay tuned for part 2. And this is John Hope. I hope you remember that. And this is George. And yeah. So I call him George, but his name is Booker because his middle name was his dad. Okay, his grandfather's name is George Washington Carver. So he's related to not the George Washington Carver that made the peanut butter. We're going to learn about him too. But it's a different George Washington Carver. There's a whole bunch. And that is his grandfather. And I always get him and his grandfather mixed up. But no, it is Booker T. Washington. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. So enjoy this video. Make sure you guys share this video and watch my recent video. See you later and goodbye.